Windyville here, and I'm about past Jean, Nevada on the old road. And what I was looking for is located right here. I know this don't look like much, but this would be the second to the last airline tower for the airmail back in the very early 1900s. And it would be their arrow. And you stand up and you see that this arrow had a curve in it. So the pilot knew he had to make a curve and make a turn. Here's the one leg of the arrow that goes off straight, and this would be the way he would have been coming in from that way, which there's another arrow down over the pass somewhere. I'm still looking for a third arrow somewhere in the middle here. But there is one arrow up on top of a mountain back there that it's really hard to get to. The building still stands. The electrical transformer is still on the pole by the building. Here we will have, there's one leg and there's two legs of the tower. And here you have the arrow. Pretty good concrete for over 120 years old. I'm going to walk up to where the buildings were. See, at these arrows, there was always a caretaker. And the same after they did away with the arrows and went to the beacons, which, if you look up over towards Goodsprings, there's a beacon up on top that hill over there. And they were in the middle of nowhere. And when it got dark, the caretaker had to go out and start up the generators. And if you look at my post that I have on the National Park Service of the ranger station, where they have those two generators in that building. Well, this was a government contract, and the generators that they had were exactly the same thing. They always had two of them. One to operate, one to a backup, one to be down for maintenance, and for whatever needs. Now we look at this here, and I'll be real honest with you. I think the maintenance guy got a little bored, and I would say this was a gas station out on the old highway, because that's what we're on. We're on a section of the old highway. So this is probably an old gas station. Couple of pumps. There was his building that he lived in or stayed in. Probably had a house around here somewhere. Or he stayed at the gas station. Hard to say. Or he built this after the arrow was no longer in use. Now I'm being very careful to stay within the easement right away. Clark County has a lot of areas out in the desert. See all those orange signs? Well, that's where Clark County Airport Authority buys up all this land. And then they post all these no trespassing signs. Which personally I don't think they should be allowed to do. Okay, this would have been the generator room. If you see those pedestals, each one of those pedestals held a generator. And they were a hit and miss type generator, single cylinder. They had a flywheel on them that weighed 700 pounds. So, you know, once you got them started, they just kind of putted along. Generated power, probably not the cleanest. Maybe not even been 110 volts. It could have been like 600 volts or somewhere in that area. But this is all that's left, and I'm sure this will all be erased out of history as quick as somebody can. The way they do things. They only want us to know history that they want us to know. Not a case where they want us to know history that the rest of us are all searching for. Oh, they had a toilet in here. Ah, men's and women's restrooms. Would have had posts in there. Definitely was a gas station. The old guy that took care of it lived out here. Got bored. And built a gas station. Makes sense. He had a lot of traffic. He was right on the main road. Okay. With all this, the next area that I'm going to be stopping at is just outside of Vegas. That racetrack is at, and the home trailer place. There's a trailer company. There's a hill behind it. RV service. There's a hill behind it, and that's where the other area was, on top of that mountain. Gonna wait for a little bit cooler weather though. Weather's kind of hot. All right, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. We're going to try to get as many of these as we can. They go all the way across the United States. This is the Los Angeles line. I don't really know where it went through. And then there was one out of San Francisco area that went across. And they're all marked with these arrows.